Hello there, everyone! So, it has been 1,000 years, the wait is finally over, and the calendar event is finally done. So we are on day 31 of the calendar event, which means that Mr. Hypnos Dragon is ours. So there's our 7 pieces. Dragon completed, Hypnos Dragon, and he's still asleep. He is still sleeping in the back there. Come on, mister, we've been waiting long enough for you. No need for you to still be sleeping over here. Where was he? He was like, I don't know why he's in the middle of our inventory, but either way, here he is, nice and cozy, enjoying his little nap. But it's time for you to wake up, my friend. But obviously, like all divines, they have extremely long breeding and hatching timers. Because I have VIP, this is really nice, and he only has a 3-day and 20-hour hatching timer, but if I wanted to speed it up, it would be 200 gems, which is pretty crazy. But obviously, new divine, so I'm pretty happy about that. It's just we gotta wait like 4 days to actually see him. But obviously, on top of that, we are just about to get the Torch Dragon as the next Dragon of the month. It's just, you know, it normally takes them about half an hour to an hour to pop them into the game, so we're just currently waiting. We're on edge. We're just, like, come on, give us the combo. I want to know how to breed it, you know? But, you know, when I'm trying to edit those videos, it normally takes, like, an hour to, like, 2 hours to finish it off minimum. So, I thought, you know, well, we might as well do this one very quick, and then when we get the combo and that, you know, we can go through it together and all that stuff. But I am still upgrading this Earth habitat as well, because that's going to be useful for some of the extra dragons that we need. We got our divine habitat space. I'm just thinking, what do we need for a divine dragon? We got the habitat, we got the hatchery space. You know, I think we're mostly ready. And we will take this out of the volcano as well and see what we get. Gave us a blue chest. You know, that's better than nothing. Thank you, game. Thank you, game. There's 500. No shard, unfortunately. And because we don't know what the Torch or the Aphrodite's breeding combo is, I am not going to put any of these dragons in. Also, not going to try and breed anything yet, obviously, because if I start breeding something now and we get an epic, that would be like the worst case scenario ever. But just in case you don't know, the Hypnos Dragon does have the wind and void elements, so he's essentially just a better version of our Comet Dragon here. So the Comet Dragon's just got the same elements but legendary instead of divine. So if you have a Comet Dragon in your team or you use him, the Hypnos Dragon is just an outright better replacement for that. So it's normally worth it to just swap him out, level up the divine guy, get your blessing, bless all your better dragons, and then there you go. You win the game. Okay, it's not quite that easy, but I think you get what I'm saying. And, you know, I think I'm still leaning towards the fact that Ultra Bless / Great Blessing is the better choice. Because it feels like that for a lot of people, they have, like, a singular dragon that is, like, a super damage dealer. Like, I have my Lantern Dragon that does amazing work, but Andy ultimately does a lot more, just because, you know, Shadow and Plant, like I always said, are kind of, like, overpowered. So, I think for us in particular as well, the Mass Bless onto Andy is probably by far the better choice. Because even though I would love that Mass Bless onto our Lantern Dragon, the Great Blessing on our Autumn Dragon may help us actually finish off those final heroic mode fights, along with the striker damage or the protection from the first attack. Which, you know, we'll see what happens. The Gravelous protection is definitely interesting. And I'm still considering it may actually be worth it to take that now. Only trouble is we need to get another dragon up to level 70 to be able to bless. Goodness sake. All these dragons, it's like, as soon as we get stuff to level 70, we need another dragon at level 70. Ugh, so much hassle. Why'd you have to be like this, game? Imagine if we could freely switch out our team members to, like, whatever we wanted. Imagine if it was more like Pokemon, where every single person has like 7 different teams. You know, there'd be a lot more strategy involved in like the arena fights and that, but I do admit it would probably become quite difficult. But all I care about at the moment is waiting for that torch dragon breeding combo and trying to get these mats, these energy materials. Game, I've been begging you for like 3 days now. You were nice to me at the beginning, now you're kinda blue balling me at this point. Please, just give me the energy materials I request. I will love you eternally if you do so. We've got our blue chest, which is obviously not that good of a chest, but what do we get? You've given us a singular energy, you know, it could be worse. It could definitely be worse than that. I don't feel like I have the right to complain at that. And you know what? Just to sort of spice it up a little bit, let's do our arena fights. Let's do our arena fights for now. I end up doing these like on stream rather than like in videos, but realistically, we are just about to get back into dragon scale soon enough, and then that's when the opponents are going to start getting tough. And that's the point where we are actually gonna perhaps consider like going for one of those reward dragons. Because if we keep doing these fights, getting more arena portal gems, then we're gonna have a ton of energy left over. So even though I sometimes neglect doing the arena fights, they're definitely worth your time at the end of the day. Because you still get rewards out of doing them. I mean, everything in this game is really worth your time to do them, because you still get, like, for the dungeon, you get dungeon tokens. For doing this, you get portal energy, you get dragon fury essence, other stuff like that. So, realistically, I'm just being lazy if I don't do them. And same with blue map fights, regular map fights, all that sort of stuff. You know, it is just better for you to do it every day. It's just, it depends on how much time you have. Obviously, the more time you can invest into coming back to the game, the quicker you're going to level up and stuff. So, it's pretty simple logic, but, you know, I just hope that if you are a relatively newer player trying to look for tips on how to level up and stuff, just do your fights. Do every single fight you can do. Because, like, you can do the arena fights, and they use a separate form of energy. You can do the regular map fights, they use a separate form of energy. You can do the arena fights, they use a separate form of energy. You can do the dungeon, they use a different energy. It's just kind of crazy how many sorts of different things you can use to do particular fights. So, look at that. Not a single portal gem out of all of that. Are you kidding me? Just gold. Gold non-stop. You're actually being serious with me right now. Also, how much does it cost? We can't quite feed Joker up to level 51 yet. I'm just gonna feed him 2 lots of it. So you will be level 51 soon. Again, as soon as you get to level 70, we are gonna start great blessing, like, everything in the world. Because I do believe I gave you the great blessing, yeah. Blessing ally to deal 60% of the caster's attack as damage bonus and gain 80% more health points. It's the fact that you only get 60% of the caster's attack. So obviously the caster has to be like the same level or a higher level than the target dragon, which is kind of annoying, but that's just the way that it is. Shouldn't complain, shouldn't expect too much, of course. And are there any new news features in game? Nah. Absolutely nada. Fair enough. Well, you know, Mr. Straker, I am happy for all of the help that you've done. We may have to swap him out, and I know that because the Aphrodite's coming, a couple of people have even gone to the extent of changing their clan dragon to sort of help out with their breeding. So Amora and Rupture are quite useful. So Amora reduces active breeding time by 60 minutes, Rupture reduces active hatching time by 60 minutes. But I think realistically it's not going to make a whole lot of difference. If you're going to breed it, you're going to breed it anyway. But if you're looking to have the best strat in the world, there's a little bit of insight into what a couple of other people are doing. But anyway, for now, I am probably going to leave you guys there, and I'm going to be on my toesies waiting for this next Dragon of the Month to pop up. But I will be waiting even more anxiously for this guy to finish hatching as well. Again, it's just 4 days pretty much with VIP to wait for him to finish hatching. It's kind of crazy, and you know, he is one of the 3 Divine Dragons, the first 3 Divine Dragons that we have, but I'm happy. I'm happy that I've got him, and I'm also happy that a lot of you guys get to have him as well, regardless of what your level is, regardless of what level your dragons are. He's a nice little addition to the game, really. But for now, thanks a ton for watching, and until next time, I will see you then.